Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of the press, states the First Amendment to the United States Constitution. This amendment was one of 10, called the Bill of Rights, added to the Constitution in 1791. For more than 220 years, it has guaranteed that the federal government cannot stop news media from publishing news, ideas, and opinions, even those that disagree with the actions and policies of presidents and lawmakers. Protecting any American's printed news or opinion is exactly what the First Amendment was meant to do. We live in a time when media technology, the way news is delivered, has changed dramatically. It is also a time when much of the news has been attacked by a president as being fake and unbelievable. Knowing the story of why freedom of the press was important to the Founding Fathers, men like Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and James Madison, and how it has stayed a strong principle in American law and culture, can help us understand its value today. There were government complaints about the press and calls to censor it even before the United States became a country. There was also a feisty, very partisan press. A partisan is someone who supports one political party's point of view and not the other. It is true of much of the media today. It is striking how similar the issues have been over the last 200 years. Basic questions about freedom of the press have not changed. How does the press act as a watchdog against government abuses? Can freedom of the press exist in time of war without endangering national security? Why does it matter that different points of view are represented? From the beginning of our country, Americans have debated these questions, often in the press itself. They have also been debated in Supreme Court hearings and decisions. This book explores the way that the Supreme Court has helped interpret the meaning of freedom of the press over time. Challenges to total press freedom usually come through the courts, and their decisions are used to shape the decisions in newer cases. The controversial areas where the law sets limits to press freedom are national security, discrediting another person, libel, offending community values, this includes pornography, and incitement to violence based on hatred of a group because of race, politics, religion, or gender. Another question Americans ask is, are these limits valid, or should there be no limits at all? Often, the press reports information or opinions that we would rather not know or consider. Accepting ideas that we agree with is easy. Accepting the publication of ideas we dislike, fear, or believe damage our country or some of its people, or that are negative about ourselves, is much harder.